I have to do the introduction this week on episode 10 of the After Credits show because Ben and Brandon are dead. They both died. It's really unfortunate news. You'll see it. I believe the president's going to make a statement on it tomorrow. But we have Nick is here replacing replacing both
What
of them.
up?
Yeah, and we're going to talk a lot about the Game Awards. I think that's probably the biggest thing that just happened at the time recording happened yesterday. For some reason,
Yeah.
it's on a Thursday. I thought it was a weird day to have a big event. But anyways, we'll jump into that. First, I think the first big announcement of the night, correct me if I'm wrong, was the KOTOR sequel, Fate of the Old
Yes.
Republic. I think that was the first big one.
I'm trying to
Uh,
think because it was a bunch of like indie
Yeah.
announcements up, and then it was like Jeff was doing this is the greatest thing since sliced bread is about to be shown. Which honestly, to be fair, he was right on this one.
Yes, this one
I
was
will I will
awesome.
accept this one. Yeah,
I
I will
when-
accept this one as the second coming of Christ.
When that trailer started, I saw it and I wanted to text Star Wars because I saw, it was a sci-fi in space, but I didn't want to
Yeah.
look stupid, so I didn't say it. And then the
The
lightsaber
hopium.
went off, and I was like, "Holy fuck! It is Star Wars!" And then, so unexpected that it was Knights of the Old Republic. Huge, big reveal.
I knew it was Star Wars within the first 5 seconds. Just the close up on the joystick, the flight stick, and then the buttons in the background. I immediately knew. I was like, yeah, this is
That's
Star
what I
Wars.
thought, but I just fucking
I
don't know.
my hopium was to the roof. I was like, nope, this is Star Wars. And then of course I was like, please be KOTOR, please be KOTOR. It just had that vibe. I guess I just knew in the back of my head. I was like, this has to be it, man. Like this has to be it.
Yeah, it was an awesome reveal. That like you said, that's a huge hit for them to bring out.
Yeah.
The KOTOR games are super influential, and it's the original game director from the first two is coming back as well, I believe, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Um,
Chris, I think his name is. I can't remember.
Something. But just hype through the roof. I'm assuming there's no official word on it, but I'm guessing they're gonna shit can the remake. Because that one's been infamous. The remake of the original Knights of the Republic has been infamously troubled. So I'm guessing they're just shit canning it and they're gonna roll the assets over into this. I think that makes the most sense if we don't hear anything soon about the state of the remake.
I'd prefer that, honestly. It would just, speed up development and just
Yeah.
just get the game out. The remake would be cool and all, but this is a whole brand new game,
Mhm.
new story. It's an action RPG this time, which is awesome. It's not the turn-based real-time combat,
Yeah.
which is super dope. That was the big thing I was hoping in the remake that they would change, but now it's now they're just doing it in the new game. I was like, even better. I have no reason to care for the remake anymore.
I mean, if the remake comes out, I'll be fucking happy. I will be jumping.
Of
for
course,
joy.
of course, yeah. But I'm not chugging the hopium for that anymore. I'm like, well, it's fine. We got what Photor now is what
Yeah, Fate of the Old Republic.
yeah, amazing reveal. That was incredible for me. I was screaming. I
Yeah,
was like, let's fucking go.
I was very happy with this Game Awards. In terms of the announcements, I know some people are complaining. I know people were complaining because it was a sweep for Claire Obscur, but I was happy. I thought there was tons of cool stuff in it.
I
There-
don't care about that. I haven't played Expedition yet, so I have no opinion on that. But
My opinion, I haven't played it either. Yeah, I'm going to soon. My opinion is, I think it looks cool, so I'm happy that it won.
yeah,
I don't
I think-
because I've seen people who are like, "Oh, it's swept, so no one else got any attention." I'm like, maybe fucking people who play video games don't understand, but was anyone mad when Lord of the Rings swept the Oscars when fucking Titanic did? No, that just means the movie's based. It's sorry, better luck next year.
yeah.
I
I mean,
don't-
it's just yeah.
It happens.
I mean, I do have it mild annoyances with some of the subcategories they do, and
Yes,
just how
I
they
do. I think the one that I'll give people is indie game, because even I said that. Our friend Dennis is a big fan of that game, and when I saw there was an announced for that, I was like, feels like a stretch calling it an indie game. It has
Yeah.
3 celebrities in it, that, and he's I kind of agree. It's not really. It's a double A game, but
And then there's best indie game, there's best debut indie game. I'm like,
Yeah.
you got his, and then the big, I don't know. I actually was not that content with this Game Awards. I was kind of disappointed. Like the highs, like the cool reveals were great, but I do have a lot of opinions about the entire show that
Like,
went on.
what are you thinking?
Well, I mean, just start off. It was 4 hours.
It was long. It was
it
long as
was
fuck.
ridiculous. Like the
Yeah.
last hour and a half kind of dragged. I was like, and then like the one final announcement,
I
of
was gonna
course,
bring.
like
We have to talk about that because this
yeah,
isn't the first.
well,
They've done this multiple times, and this is something you need to understand. I'm pretty sure that slots are sold according to priority. So whoever shells out the most amount of money is gonna get that end of the show slot, right? I
yeah,
believe that's how it works. So it doesn't actually mean that it's the biggest fucking reveal. It just means that someone shelled out. I think a minute long slot is like almost a mil at the Game Awards.
yeah.
It's something
Well, and
crazy.
he said that like smaller devs and indie devs, he obviously is not going to charge that much. Like
Yeah,
he's
he
like,
does. Yeah,
I
Jeff
won't do that.
Keighley. He seems like a good guy. I actually like Jeff Keighley. It's cool that
I
like
don't mind him at
yeah.
all. He's just
I
like
think people
just
generally like
his
him.
hype. His
Yes,
hype is just a little much. He's just like,
yes. I think
this next
that's
game is going to blow your
mhm.
fucking mind, and it's
and
going to be the.
this one was I think was a pretty egregious one. um,
This is
what
like
the game that was
literally
revealed.
Concord 2.
Yes, I've seen people calling it that. I forget what it was called, but they're hyping up this game that's coming out. They're like it's been in development from the creators of Titanfall, and you're like, oh shit. And he's like, they've been working on it in secret all this time. It's a miracle that this game hasn't leaked. And you're like, oh my god, are they fucking doing Titanfall 3 like a title people have been begging for? And he's like, it's High Guard. And I was like, bro, it's like this game is gonna get so much hate just because of that. If that game was revealed in the middle or at the start of the show, and Jeff Keighley was like, "Hey, this game's coming out, looks cool, check it out, whatever," people would
Yeah,
not. People like would have nothing. I want to say they wouldn't give a fuck in like a negative way, but they wouldn't be pissed at it. Now this is the
yeah.
fucking game that like I'm whenever I see this, I'm like, oh, this is the game that got my fucking hopes up at the end of the night at the Game Awards. And egregious, I'm pretty sure it was the Game Awards, but years ago, um, back before it was like 2019, 2020, before Gotham Knights was announced, and there were so many rumors circulating, like new Batman game is coming out. There's going to be a brand new Batman game. Maybe Rocksteady's working on it. Warner Bros. Montreal is working on it. It's going to be announced soon. We're like, oh shit, Arkham Origins 2. Game Awards rolls up. Roger Craig Smith announces on Twitter, I have a huge announcement at the Game Awards. I'm doing something big at the Game Awards. We're like, oh, holy fuck. Game Awards starts, Jeff Keighley. We're going to blow your mind with this announcement at the end of this show. Do you remember what game it was by any chance, Nick? Don't say, but...
I don't.
Okay, so we're going to blow your mind with this announcement. Show goes halfway through. Apex Legends seasonal event. Roger Craig Smith voices one of the characters, and I'm like, and his character is like the headliner of that event. I'm like, bro, please tell me. Like, I'm like, this might not have been it. Maybe he's still announcing Batman because like this Apex Legends seasonal event, that's not that hype. Maybe this big reveal at the end is whatever he was talking about. You get to the very end of the fucking thing, the award show. Our last big game. Everyone get hyped. Fast and the Furious Supercharged.
Oh yes, yes, yes,
I
yes,
was
yes.
fucking pissed, bro. I was so fucking mad. What a slap in the fucking face. Because it feels like you're being cheated. That's what it
Yeah,
feels like. Hyping me up for some game like Jeff Keighley, you know for damn sure no one gives a fuck about Fast and the Furious, the video game. Funny lore for that game. First time I went to my girlfriend's apartment, she's like, I have a PlayStation 4. I'll show you my games. No Man's Sky, I forget what. Fast and the Furious, bro. I was like, why do you have this? Like, you're
that's
like
some
one of
goated taste.
she had like that, like Fallout 4. I was like, only like 10 people bought this game. She's like, I love Gina Rodriguez and Vin Diesel. I'm like, I'm like, okay. She's like, I tried playing it. I didn't like it or something. I'm like, yeah, this game fucking sucks. I told her this story, and that was like after 2 weeks of knowing her. I'm like, this is gonna melt her brain. But I mean, the fact that you own this game is triggering me.
I remember like
Um,
watching all the reviews. It like just looked like the biggest pile of dog shit I've ever seen.
yeah,
I was
it
like, yep.
fucking looked like goddamn fucking shit. I don't know why they did that. Oh, dude, I'm looking in order. Their next big reveal, the next reveal after Fate of the Old Republic was another big one. Divinity, which
Yeah,
was the one they had been teasing for a while. Super excited for this. I saw that Divinity 2, they actually ported it to PlayStation 4. I'd really like to play that, or Original Sin 2.
that's been on PlayStation for a long time.
Yes, I was just unaware. I just didn't know.
Oh yeah,
But yes.
I have it on Xbox. It's great.
Oh, nice. It is from Larian, the creators of Baldur's Gate 3, obviously, which was 2 years ago. The fucking big that was Expedition 3 2 years ago. It fucking just swept the. Well, actually, it didn't sweep. It was going toe to toe with Alan Wake 2, and they had a pretty good fight. But that was everyone's shoe in for Game of the Year.
Yeah.
And they have said like it's their biggest game. They're like it's gonna blow fucking Baldur's Gate 3 out of the water. Sounds good. I love Larian because they're not like a traditional studio. They like crowdfund to get their games off the ground and then continue building it off of people who pay for early access, and they continually tweak it based off of like their hardcore fans. And that's how they end up pumping out these great games, and they're kind of free of this just the sins of the modern day gaming market. So I'm hyped for anything they do. I think Larian is probably they're kind of like the CD Projekt Red of current day after CD lost a lot of their reputation with that Cyberpunk launch. I think they've taken that spot as being like the go-to, that big
RPG dev.
Yeah, that big beloved like can do no wrong RPG dev. Because even then,
Yeah.
like before Baldur's Gate 3, Witcher 3 was like that game can do no wrong. That game's perfect. That game's like
Yeah, it was like the Messiah.
yeah. That it's one of those Messiah games that comes along every now and then.
And
After
before that, it was Todd Howard.
yep. And now, well, let's not get on that, bro. Another weird one, bringing out Todd Howard to just.
I mean,
that's fine, but
I mean,
like, it's. I understand that it's like it's not weird, but you can understand how people are gonna be like, okay, cool. When am I say something? And then he just is like, all right, here's the award, and it just leaves, goes to the Shadow Realm.
I mean, I totally did not expect anything. But something about the Larian game is they are heavily rumored, or maybe it's confirmed. I have to look up what it is, but that their next game or just one of
It's
their
not
future games
turn-based,
is
correct?
yeah, it's not turn-based. It's not a traditional computer RPG. So and they keep saying like this is not Divinity Original Sin 3. It is just a new entry
Yeah.
in the Divinity franchise. So I'm wondering, I'm like, is this like finally their like real-time combat game?
Yeah.
However it is,
If
which
I'll
would
be
fucking
mindful
sick.
if it's like Skyrim, but you can actually make decisions that matter. That would be awesome.
It will literally be known as the greatest RPG ever made.
Yeah. I mean, Baldur's Gate 3 basically already. All they could do to improve Baldur's Gate 3 is making it more like putting more of the control in your hand.
Yeah.
That's basically all they have to do. After that, huge fucking announcement, especially for me. Leon Kennedy in Resident Evil 9, which was unfortunately leaked by fucking PlayStation. They put the store page up for the game, and he was in the description, which is a huge bummer. But Brandon, who's usually on this podcast, and our friend Alex had no
Rest in
idea.
peace.
They were all hyped to see that. They were unaware. Trailer looked really cool. I really like the vibe of this game.
Yeah, he's still drop kicking and all that.
He is, and I like that kind of. It kind of feels almost Fincher-esque. It looked like Seven for the first half of that trailer when she goes to the mansion and you see the rainy street with the cop cars, and it has that kind of creepy like serial killer investigative vibe. I love the design on that villain who has like the spectacle, like those goggles, like built into his head.
Yeah, that was sick.
Really cool design. Love the art direction on this. The gameplay demo from Summer Games Fest showed their version of Mr. X and Lady D, who follows you around. Probably the creepiest fucking character I've ever seen.
I was just about to say like what's the girl's main, what's her name in this
Grace
one?
Ashcroft.
Grace.
Yes.
Yeah, it feels like her part of the game is like they're attempting to make it the most terrifying.
Yes, that's
like,
what they
entry
said.
yet.
They did. They
Yeah, dude.
specifically
I mean,
clarified.
like just from the trailer alone, I'm like, this makes Resident Evil 7 look like nothing. Like,
yes,
it's crazy.
it was great trailer, and they confirmed Grace's campaign is going to be traditional survival horror, and Leon's is going to lean into the action horror from Resident Evil 4 remake. I think that's all good. Best of both worlds, Resident Evil. I like the action-focused Resident Evil games. I like Resident Evil 5, but that might be because I've only ever played it in co-op. I've heard it's more annoying in single player. We also got another fucking trailer for Exodus, which I think this is like the third year in a row that it's made an appearance at the Game Awards. That's the Matthew McConaughey.
I don't remember that one.
It's Matthew McConaughey announced it 2 years ago.
I don't remember.
Oh,
I thought you were going to say another game I'm super hyped for that we got a reveal from.
All right. No, it's from the BioWare devs. It's the sci-fi game. McConaughey's like his voice is just all over that trailer. It was right after Resident Evil.
Oh, right. Yes.
Looks cool. Not much that we know about it, but it's from BioWare and Wizards of the Coast, behind Magic the Gathering and Dungeons and Dragons and all that. I like the vibe. I like sci-fi, so I like seeing more just original sci-fi properties. Not much to say. It's another
update trailer.
Another update, another CGI story trailer. I made a mistake. It's not from BioWare. It's from former BioWare devs.
Yes.
It's from the people who made Dragon Age, because I know BioWare has lost a bit of its
It's lost almost all of their devs. It's kind of. I mean, that's why Dragon Age Veilguard.
They've lost their aura. I'll say that.
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
Yeah. After that, Control Resonant, a sequel to
my
Control.
Second favorite trailer of the night.
So awesome! It was a great trailer. I love that it's a completely different vibe from the first game. Like it looks more hack and
slash.
Yeah.
Which
is very
it looked like a Platinum Games. It looks awesome
and very out of character for Remedy. But Remedy's the GOAT. If Sam Lake's writing it, he's the GOAT. I love that guy. I'm assuming he is. He writes all this stuff. Big unexpected one for me. I was not anticipating a reveal for this. I probably should have been, but I feel like we see such a long gap between games. And Remedy just did Alan Wake 2, so I'm assuming I thought we would have.
They've kind of been consistent with showing up to the Game Awards every year with something. So I was fully expecting to see something. I was kind of on the other side of the hopium train with the Max Payne remakes.
Yeah, that's a surprising one. We haven't,
because like Dennis said, it was supposed to be Max Payne then Control 2 first, but it looks like maybe they flip flopped them.
Yeah,
maybe not. We don't know yet.
Like they were ready to show something. I have no idea. Yeah. Maybe it's I was gonna say it's bigger, but it is just a remake, even though it is Max Payne 1 and 2. Not sure. Yeah. Either way, really happy with it. I love this big RPG. Maybe potentially open world where you're in New York.
It kind of looked open world, but they did call it an RPG this time, which is really cool.
Yeah, very. I like also a big departure for Remedy as a studio.
Yeah, I mean the Alan Wake series, Control included, like it's cool that like each game feels different. Like Alan Wake is like this, like the first game is like this little more experimental with the controls and what it's doing, and then the second one is just straight full blown like Resident Evil, Silent Hill style horror game, and like.
Control is
Control
like
1 and 2.
Like I don't know how to describe. Yeah. Control's like a horror
Metroidvania action game.
Yes, and then this new one looks like a hack and slash open world RPG.
Yeah.
The weapon he has is fucking sick. It's like a big hammer axe thing.
Yeah, it like builds itself up.
Yes.
I love, like you said, I love Sam Lake. I love Remedy. Alan Wake 2 has become one of my favorite games of all time. So I will. Except for FBC Firebreak, because that game was terrible. I will eat up anything.
I heard
it was not great. Me and Dennis played it. And we're like, meh.
That's so unfortunate. But you can tell they were kind of like, get this shit out right now.
Yeah, I don't know what their goal was with that one.
Yeah, I have no idea. But we got a trailer for Gang of Dragon, which is from the Yakuza creators, their new studio.
Oh yeah, Tony Soprano, Yakuza.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I love that actor. He's from the Eternals. He's also from a Korean film series. I forget what they're all called. One was called The Cop, The Gangs from the Devil. Just like Korean like martial arts, like crime cop films.
Yes.
Looks fucking sick. Not at all like you know what it made me think of? Sleeping Dogs. More than Yakuza. If that's like the meter, it looked very straightforward, serious. It looks like a incredible graphics. Looks like a serious like modern noir like brawler game would be my
Yeah,
description.
there's some similarities I could tell with Yakuza for sure.
Hmm.
It definitely seemed like it took, unless I'm already misremembering. Wow. Um, it took like the tighter areas of Tokyo, which is where kind of Yakuza
Yeah,
takes place in,
yeah.
and dealing with, of course, the just the Yakuza of it all. So I don't know. I did totally get like Yakuza vibes from the trailer, and honestly, I didn't even know it was. Nagoshi was the original creator of Yakuza, and he
Yep.
left to create his own studio until this morning. And when I read it, I was like, oh shit, because I got like total Yakuza vibes from that trailer, but I thought it was just another dev taking a
Yep.
jab at it.
Everyone's leaving and making their own studios. It looks like.
It's crazy the amount of times Jeff said a brand new independent studio making their first ever game.
Yep.
I mean, me and Ben in the party were like, damn, dude, how many
Yeah, it's
studios are there?
yeah, and smaller ones better have less of those like venture capitalist hooks in them.
I
Um,
mean, you get Expedition 33 out of it.
yep, exactly. Street Fighter trailer, fucking sick. It looked great. I fucking love the trailer. I'm not a huge Street Fighter fan actually. I've always been a Mortal
Never
Kombat
played a
guy.
game. Never
Yeah,
played one.
I'm a Mortal Kombat guy through and through. But the Street Fighter trailer was awesome. I love the
Yeah.
vibe. I love the music. I love the costumes. All look like one to one to the games. The casting's great. It was a little brief teaser. They just, as they said, I think on stage, they just wrapped filming like a week ago,
Yep.
I believe. So they clearly like just had some stuff edited. They're like throw this together and then show it at the Game Awards. Great reveal. Gives you a lot of confidence in the movie. They also dropped character posters for like the whole cast. Saw Momoa as I forget what I think it's the character's called Akuma, I believe. Really cool.
No, Kuma's Roman Reigns. I
Oh
don't remember all these Street Fighter characters' names,
yeah, I'm
but
not.
it
I don't know for sure, but just nothing but positive things to say about that. Looked
just
cool.
looks fun.
Yes, it
It
looks
just
fun.
looks like
Also,
which is the
ending.
what the first Mortal Kombat was lacking. It was
Yeah.
just like it's not taking itself seriously, and I feel like that's what almost all of these fighting games should do. It's
Hmm.
like they're ridiculous and they need to act
Yeah,
like it
be
because it's
absurd.
just so much more fun. Yeah.
That it ends with a brief tease of that iconic. I mean, I know you've never played Street Fighter. I'm assuming you know like that secret bonus level, like the second one where you get to beat up a car.
Yes. Yeah.
That was the stinger of the trailer. Is you see him walking up to the car to punch it. I was like, that was
Yeah.
great. Um, Looks good, especially if you're like a Street Fighter fan. I'm sure it looks like a blast to you. Um, Huge surprise from Tomb Raider, because they were saying the return of Tomb Raider is going to be here at this Game Awards. And they revealed Catalyst, which is the new Tomb Raider game. And then another trailer started immediately, and I was kind of confused. I was like, "What's going on?"
I thought it was like
And
an epilogue. It was like, what's going
yeah, I
on?
was like, "Why is there an epilogue to the trailer?" It turns out they're also releasing side by side with Tomb Raider Catalyst a remake of the original Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis, the very first Tomb Raider game. I remember I was texting. I was like, "Oh, she's fighting the dinosaurs like in the first one. That's cool." And I was like, "She has her outfit like in the first one." And then it ended. And they were like, "Yeah, they're remaking the first." I'm like, "Oh, I probably should have seen that coming." Uh, Looks cool. Um, I guess we are getting the remake next year, and we're getting Catalyst the year after. So getting a
Yes.
big return of Tomb Raider, who's an industry legend who's been gone for a little while.
Yeah. I would say almost since what 2018 I think was Shadow of the Tomb Raider or something like that.
Yeah, I believe so. It's been a minute.
Which what a great way to revive the franchise. I mean, it was only a 7 year revival, but
Yeah,
two just announced two games back to back. And, hey, one's coming out next year already, and then the next main line is the year after that. And I'm just like, damn, like, it's like what a great way to just like bring your franchise back to life.
yeah. It was smart to drop them side by side. Very smart move. Um, Appeal to everybody. After that, not much else that I can talk in depth about unless you're a big Mega Man fan. New Mega
I've
Man
played a
game.
couple of them. I mean, they're cool. They're just more platformers.
Yeah,
Um, It's cool they're making another one. They haven't made one in like I think it's like 13 years or something. So
It's
good for
definitely been
those
a long
fans.
time. Yeah, yeah. If
Yeah,
you're a Mega Man
yeah.
fan, happy for you. Hope it's
It
great.
just it was just another 20-second CGI trailer
Yes.
reveal, nothing
I
crazy.
believe they
So
specifically said after it's super early in development, so might be a while. But
yeah,
it's also a platform; it might not take forever to make.
they already said 2027. So if
Okay,
it just started development, that makes sense. 2 years. Oh,
okay.
yeah.
And after that, biggest reveal of the night: High Guard. Ooh.
Gonna get shut down in 6 months.
I just was. I don't know. If this had been revealed at any other part in the game award show, I would not be sitting here saying whatever. But just ending on another like hero shooter, it feels like it's a market that's not super interesting at the moment. Um, I don't see, maybe like they'll show more and they'll be really, I'm not like hating on it. I don't want to be like, oh fuck this stupid ass game. It's just like there are certain games that when you make them, it feels like you're chasing the industry trend. Like if
Yeah.
you were to make a battle royale, I'd be like, okay, like all right, I got Fortnite here. Um, so I don't know. Like I see this, and my first thought is like, if I'm gonna boot up a hero shooter, it's gonna be Marvel Rivals. Respectfully, if I'm gonna play a hero shooter, I'm gonna play as the fucking Punisher and Wolverine as Spider-Man. Um,
Yeah.
so good luck. I mean, if it comes out and everyone says it's bad, I'm not gonna be like, oh well, fuck this stupid ass game. So I'm not hating. I'm just saying like I think their next reveal, they need to give me a reason to be hyped. I guess they made like it's coming out soon, right? Like, I think like next month.
Yeah, I mean that's the one like quote unquote good thing is like
Yeah.
we
No.
don't have to
No
it's not
way.
a stupid free to play high hero shooter that comes out in 8 months. It's like
Yeah.
we only have to wait 1 month to
Yeah. They're
try
like
it
it's
out.
coming out soon. Like I said, hopefully it's good. More good games, better. Whatever. It's just like the hero shooter free to play. I don't know if it's free to play. I don't think they've commented on that, but
It is free.
okay. So to
Oh,
me, it's
sorry.
like
Yeah, it is free.
free to play stuff like I just feel like you're trying to milk my money rather than like give me something real. Like I don't know. That's the end of the reveals at the Game Awards. Unless I'm missing something you want to talk about or anything you want to cover, that is the end of the Game Awards segment.
The only thing I want to say is it feels like the Game Awards just focus too much on the reveals of it all.
I
Like they
agree.
know that's the main draw. Like they'll rapid fire succession like actual
Yes,
awards that
awards are
should
like
get
here's like
proper.
5 awards. Don't even come like it's just Geoff Keighley's like, oh, best fucking hugest cock goes to Hideo Kojima. Thank you.
Like
Fucking
the
blah blah
one that
blah.
made me mad was like the best RPG award goes to Expedition 3, and then it just immediately started the next award. It's like that should not be. First of all, none of them should be rapid fire succession.
Yes,
You should,
I
and
agree
then
because it feels like you're
and,
belittling it, and they like I think best
yeah,
action game was also just a quick like
yeah,
fucking whatever.
and that's the only one Hollow Knight one, I think.
Damn.
Um, but like, but, I mean, that's besides the point. But like,
Yeah,
it's just like, dude, like you're here to honor the game. Like this is the only major like
I
game awards that people pay attention to, and that people, even the devs, really pay attention to. So it's like you should do more to honor that. Like the
I
game reveals are
agree.
cool and all, but like at the end of the day, you should honor the
hmm
industry a little more.
I felt the same way. I think because the Game Awards are huge. I believe last year they drew in bigger numbers than like the fucking Super Bowl, which is insane.
No, they drew
Yeah,
in more numbers in the Oscars, I think.
no, I'm telling you, I saw they drew in more numbers than the Super Bowl. Jeff Keighley made a whole thing about it last year. They drew in more numbers than the
So,
Super Bowl. Watch, let me see.
huh?
But let's see more. This is why we need a producer. I need. Yeah,
Yeah,
yes,
it
you
just
do.
like it just like if I was a dev and like I was being awarded like being honored with like the only award show that like my industry really pays attention to, and like the only award I win is just part of this rapid fire succession. I
Yes,
don't get to do
it's
a
insulting.
speech.
It's
I don't
insulting.
get to
You don't even get to
I don't
go
yeah.
on stage on
You don't even
camera.
get to like process it. No one gets
Yeah.
to process it. It's just like woo, okay, the next award goes
Yep.
to.
So
It's
as a
just like it's like a spelling bee.
yeah, the point I was trying to make with it is that it the only one people pay attention to, but I don't think it's as acclaimed as it's not as synonymous with video games as Oscars are with movies.
Oh
Right?
no, it still feels like kind of fake-ish, like the
Yes,
streamer awards.
I agree. It doesn't feel real. I think they need to do is you can still keep game reveals, okay? That's fine. Keeping game reveals. But pull it back, bro. Like when I watch the Oscars, not that I watch the fucking Oscars, but if someone were to choose to watch the Oscars, they're not going to be like, "Oh, and fucking this movie won best sound and this movie won best editing and this movie won blah blah blah." All right, here's the trailer for fucking Avengers. Thank you. Blah, 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 blah. Like
Yeah.
that would be crazy. I think they need to give everyone their fucking time. If the show's gonna be 4 goddamn fucking hours, I don't need my 5th fucking anime gotcha mobile game to get a fucking 2-minute segment with some fucking like Japanese rock while fucking like buy our fucking gotcha game right now. Cut that shit out, bro. I don't need that.
Yeah.
Let someone go up on a stage and go, "Hey, thanks for my fucking award. I poured my fucking heart and soul into this." And then I think that would incentivize. I think that like Claire Obscure, when they obviously they do more runs of they produce more physical copies. Now it would be sick if when I bought a fucking copy of Expedition 33, if I go to GameStop and it has like its laurels on it, that would be sick, and I think that would make it feel more real. Because I feel like what happens is the Game Awards acknowledge the games, and the games don't really acknowledge them back, and I think that's what makes it feel fake. Because like, you know what I mean? Like, if I go out and I buy, like, fucking The Godfather, it's gonna say, like, on the covers, it'll be like, Oscar winner, Best Picture, whatever. If I buy Return of the King, it's like, winner of 13 Oscars. If I started buying games and they had their, like, laurels on them and the Game Awards they want, I think that would make it feel more legit. I just think there's a disconnect between them.
I just feel like maybe I don't know. I don't want to say Jeff isn't taking it as seriously, but it's just there's just a misfocus, and I feel like maybe the industry feels that too because it's like it just like the thing is that's crazy is there's the game reveals trailers, like there's the game trailers, and then there's commercials for like games that are already out, like new Marvel Rivals update, play now, and like Nintendo Switch is like Nintendo Switch 2 out now. Like there's the little commercials when they say we'll be right back. I was like, why can't you say we'll be right back and then show a trailer? You're just putting playback on a screen for the audience. You don't have to do anything.
Yep.
Like that could be your 2-minute break, you know?
Yeah.
It's just like there's like you said, 4 hours is ridiculous. There's so much like wasted time.
Yeah. And just not giving people their credit. Like, I would feel insulted, like, if fucking I got invited to the Game Awards and I was nominated for Best Action Game, and then fucking, you know, whoever's just up there just fucking rapid fires my name off. I don't get to walk up on stage while the fucking music plays and whatever.
They let fucking Doug Bowser, who isn't even the CEO of Nintendo, accept the Best Family Game award and let him have his speech. And he's like, "We at Nintendo." I was like, "Dude, you're like about to fucking retire. Like, what are you talking about?"
Yeah,
like,
hasn't he not been at Nintendo for fucking forever?
yeah, and he's like, "We at Nintendo." I'm like, "What?"
He's just
like,
a household name like fucking Kojima, I guess. They're like, bring him up.
Yeah, I feel like last year's Game Awards were better. I don't really remember like having a bad taste. Like, I feel like they went backwards this year. Like maybe like they feel like they're bigger than they are, and like they kind of just went overboard with certain things.
I definitely think they went overboard. I think that is a very fair take on it. But now, anything else to say about the Game Awards?
No, because we'll be here all night.
Yeah, exactly right. Supergirl trailer, Supergirl teaser trailer, I guess you'd call it. Looked cool. I liked it.
Yeah, it looked good.
I liked that we got a little look at Lobo, Jason Momoa. I would love to see a full, in-depth look at him. As soon as I saw the poster reveal from the other day, and she had on the jacket and the Walkman headphones, I'm like, oh great, the James Gunn isms people are gonna criticize it. They're like, oh, it's in space and she has a Walkman and a trench coat. What is this, Guardians? Oh, he's not directing this, bro. He's not directing or writing this.
Yeah.
If you think that James Gunn sat down to Craig Gillespie and was like, you need to give her these orange Walkman headphones from Guardians, and she needs to wear a trench coat and go to space, you're fucking delusional. You have gun derangement syndrome. I don't think that's the case. I think the trench coat thing is pushing it because I actually didn't make that observation. You told me people were saying it. That one I didn't make. The only one I called was the headphones. I think that one I would probably chalk up to like Guardians being so fucking influential that it has some iconography. But even then, I don't think so. Like, I don't know. I don't think that James Gunn was like, make her wear the headphones in my movie.
No.
Like,
Craig Gillespie, I think that's how you pronounce it.
Yeah,
he's not a puppet. He's not an MCU director. He's not a puppet.
He's not a director for hire. He's a real director.
Yeah, like he's made some great movies, and
I Tonya.
I think he's just doing what he wants, which is what a director is supposed to do.
He's not, because like what the MCU does, the reason you get these flavorless MCU movies is they hire young people who don't have enough pull to say no yet. That's why Edgar Wright left Ant-Man, because
I've seen it with my own eyes.
Yep. Yeah, they were trying to say, they don't let you say no. That guy who did the newest Captain America, they don't let you say no. You have to sit there. But Craig has been like, he's made movies. I know that guy. I've seen his movies.
Yeah.
He's been at the fucking Oscars. He's been nominated for Oscars.
I, Tonya is fantastic.
Yeah. He's been around the block for sure. He's not like, as they call him, directors for hire. He gets to make the, he as a director for hire, for anyone who doesn't know, is when a studio is making a movie and they're like, you're going to direct this fucking guy. The opposite is when a director wants to make a movie and they're out, like Tarantino, he's making Tarantino movies. He's not being hired to direct a studio film. But just, I thought it looked cool. I liked the vibe. I'm excited to see more. I mean, it's such a brief teaser.
I'm ready to see this universe, man. Yeah. I'm ready to see how it all.
I want to see it grow. We're going out to space now. I'd like to grow in that direction. We also got a even smaller teaser, 1 second clip of lanterns. At least a couple seconds. Looked cool.
Easily my most anticipated project from the DCU.
Yeah, over Superman 2, Man of Tomorrow, I guess you'd call it.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm assuming that scene, for anyone who doesn't know, the trailer shows Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart in a car, and Hal sets the Green Lantern ring on the dash and drives the car off a cliff and bails out. So obviously, John has to put on the ring and fly out. They cut out before he does that.
Which, people are stupid. They're like, from that 11-second clip, they're like, oh, so they're never going to have the suits on. I was like, are you guys stupid? Did you watch the clip? Yeah, like, is he dying? Is Jon Stewart dying in episode 1, guys? Like, are we stupid? Like, very clearly, he's surviving that.
Yeah, like, dumbass, the shots literally, they cut the trailer there because he clearly fucking flies out of the car in the suit.
And
they don't want to fucking
it's a teaser.
Show the suit.
Like, they're not going to show it in a 10-second teaser. Like people are so dumb, dude. They're like, we're never seeing, like, dude, you know who I'm talking about on Instagram. He runs an Instagram account. He has very terrible opinions, and
I don't know what you're talking about, but
he makes fan art.
I was thinking of someone else, but yeah,
he was one. I think he said it. I think he said it, but he was one of those people where he's like, oh, so they're not gonna have the suit on till the last 2 minutes of the last episode. I'm like, are you stupid? Did we watch the same trailer? Like,
some people are genuinely just dumber.
Like they just want to hate immediately. Yeah. Like their prime, their fucking Neanderthal brain has to turn on immediately to start hating everything they see. That isn't what they want.
Mm-hmm. Damn. Yeah. That's so funny. Yeah, I'm like, very clearly he's got the next frame of this shot is gonna be fucking Jon Stewart flying out of the fucking car in the suit before it explodes. Like it
actually, the car explodes with him in it, and that's when the fucking show ends. Yeah,
it's him burning in the car, just his corpse. that's, and then it cuts to the Peacemaker season 2.
Yeah, exactly.
And it ends up being Peacemaker season 3.
But I'm pumped for that show. I've been waiting for a good Green Lantern live action project. Jon Stewart, besides Batman, is my favorite DC character, so to see him in live action, properly done for the first time, by a terrific actor, by an amazing showrunner from Ozark, and showrunner, and then one of the writers, Damon Lindelof from Lost, Leftovers, Watchmen.
Yep.
I mean, so much packed talent behind that show. Some of the directors, I've worked with them before. Just great talent all around. I'm really excited for that show. the whole idea of them going like, yeah, our inspiration is True Detective. I'm like, that's awesome. Like that's like such a cool way to go for a Green Lantern show. Like I don't mind if it's grounded as long as it's good. Like people are worried about that. I was like, I'd be worried, but like there's so much talent behind this show where I'm like, I have such a good feeling it's gonna be good.
Yeah, I am excited. I also am happy that when it comes to Green Lantern, like when the like the DCEU was going on, there was a lot of, oh, who's the Green Lantern gonna be? Which Green Lantern are they gonna go with? And this is like, you just get both. You get three of them at once. How about that?
Yeah, like they Guy Gardner's already confirmed to be in episode one. Like it'd be super cool if like we see the like any of the other core members,
Yeah,
like Kilowog
Kilowog.
and
Yep.
uh Chip and whoever else.
Squirrel. Yeah, we're getting a bunch of Green Lanterns, solving that problem right out the gate. They're just out there.
Yep.
I think that's cool overall. Do you want bad news?
Sure, we love bad news.
Yeah, did you hear about the Disney $1 billion deal with Sora AI to
Yeah,
generate?
dude. What a fucking piece of shit move from them, dude.
Yep, yep, yep.
Just opens a
It's
huge door for so many people to lose their livelihood, jobs, me and myself included. I mean,
yep.
just a massive gateway to what we all are not looking forward to.
I've it's cooked. I don't know. I saw that. I'm like, I think we might just be cooked. And I hate everyone who's fucking sat around and been like, oh, it might not be that bad. It's like, it's gonna be bad. It's not gonna be
It's gonna
good.
be bad.
It's gonna be
They're
fucking.
gonna
It's gonna make everything fucking worse. It's
they're gonna be
they.
promoting some dog shit, brain dead Star Wars fans AI fan film of Darth Vader giving birth to Obi-Wan's daughter or whatever, and it's like yeah, well check out this user generated content from
Yeah. From
I hate Revan 69. This is incredible, right? And it's like on the front page of Disney Plus, and that's what the future is gonna be, and it
yeah.
fucking blows.
It's gonna suck. I hate all the coping. I hate all the. It's not gonna be that bad in an industry that gets worse every single year. That is hard to get into. That screws everyone over. And it's like, here's this giant fucking wrecking ball that's on the way, and so many people are like, oh, well, it might not be that bad. I'm sure everyone's gonna have integrity, and we're gonna go through this perfectly fine on the other side, and it's gonna be better for everyone. It's like, no, it's not gonna be fucking better for everyone. It's gonna be worse for everybody. Let's just be fucking honest at this point. Like,
Yep.
there's no intelligence or reasonable perspective left to have on it. The only way you can sit idly by and be like, this is okay or this is good, is if you want AI slop, and if you do, like, you might be dumb. I know
I
people.
don't think might you
I know
are.
people who are okay with AI slop. I know people, and it's people who don't fucking care at all about art. And the reality is that if you are not an artist and you want to sit around and make AI art and be like, now I'm an artist too, it's like, you will never, ever create anything of any value, because creating art is a process that is, it's a process. First off, it's not just typing fucking things into a computer. um
Yep.
but
Typing a
it's
prompt.
it's informed by your entire life. I don't draw, but everyone who draws, every comic book, every painter, everything, um every stroke, when you fucking put pen to page, every time you fucking tried to draw and sucked dick leads to your style, what you are. It informs so much of what you do based on your past experiences. If you can create lifelike perfect art, not perfect because it's not perfect, it fucking always kind of looks like uncanny, but if you can create what you think is acceptable without any skill, without even trying, without ever fucking failing and sucking, you can't make something good. You can make what's that corporate slop art that's like in the fucking DoorDash ads, or the fucking, that's all you can make. You can make the equivalent of that, just like
I like the
corporates.
Grubhub art
the
style.
grubhub the grubhub yes, that's all you can make. You can, like, you won't not live that style, but your work is gonna have that level of value to it. Um, it's, I don't know I don't know how else to put it. Maybe it's like all these people like their favorite movies is like fucking Avengers 5, and it's like I love Marvel movies, I love Star Wars, I love all that mainstream stuff too, but anyone who likes that shit, who wants to make like AI, like it's like, what do you think of The Godfather? It's like, I've never seen it. And
That movie's boring.
Yeah, all you're gonna get is fucking like responding to this is like AI fucking bro trolls who are like, haha, like the art's been democratized, and it's like AI should be like, what do you fucking want? AI's taking away everyone's fucking no, it's taking away a bunch of people's jobs, and now it's taking away regular jobs, it's taking away entertainment jobs, and now it's becoming our entertainment. What's gonna be left? We're gonna be a bunch of fucking jobless people being spoon-fed fucking slop? Is that the future? Is it the future? Working at fucking McDonald's and going home to watch your fucking gray sludge of content that you get fucking to scoop up from the trough and eat?
I think we'd be lucky to get a job at McDonald's.
That's all that's gonna be left, buddy. Like, I don't know. Like, you can fucking maybe... There's gonna be 2 jobs left. Fucking working at McDonald's and sucking Peter Thiel's cock. Like, that's all that the future holds for us at this point. If you're like, oh, you're fucking... Like, I don't know, if you'd say being too pessimistic, too negative, almost realistically, is it not better to, if something bad is coming, to be like, holy fuck, bro, this is not good. Let's not fucking pretend it's okay. Than to sit here and be like, whatever. Because these corpos, not to be a cyberpunk guy, but they're gonna take whatever you're okay with them taking, they're gonna take that and a little bit more. So if you sit back and let them take 100%, they're gonna take 110%. If you fight them to 50%, they're only gonna take 60. Right? They're gonna whatever you give them, they're gonna take it and a little bit more. So don't give them everything. Give them nothing and force them to take what little scraps they can. But I don't know. That's just me. I think it's important to fight. You're not evening the playing field. I'm complete, like, I've worked on film projects and things, little ones that we made on, and I've always said, I'm like, I'm not going to use no goddamn AI, because there's 2 things. One, it would compromise my morals. I can't fucking talk this fucking zealously and then behind the scenes be like, well, let's slip in some AI here and there. You are either in a miracle world where the industry fucking pulls through and we ban all AI, you're now a fucking traitor. You're now a fucking scab on the picket line. Or you contributed to this fucking ugly slopification of everything. Both of which suck. And, and it's like, if you're making a fucking short film or a little low budget thing, you're like, oh, well, I can't do this, so I'm going to AI. It's like, you're a fucking filmmaker. Figure it out. Figure it out. That's where art comes from. Jaws is so good because they couldn't make the fucking shark work. They had to fucking be creative. That's what filmmaking is problem solving. If you remove the need to solve a fucking problem, you're not making fucking film. You're just a fucking drone.
That's why the director hires a DP, the production designer, the gaffer, like every single department head is to solve his problems.
And
he was like, I want to make a zombie movie in the trenches of World War I with these giant robots stomping the battlegrounds. That's
Bro's describing.
That's what. It's really the first thing that just popped in my head. I don't know why.
Describe.
But like
Black Ops Zombie.
It's just because I'm looking at my PlayStation screen and he's
like,
looking at Call of Duty.
And he's like, they need to get the Gersh device.
Yeah, the gateway to Agartha.
But yeah, it's everyone needs it. They all work them to solve problems, and also, fucking dumbass, it's a collaborative process. It's not me. It's not John Disney sitting at his goddamn computer and saying fucking Captain America fights fucking Thanos for 2.5 hours. Make it make sense, I guess. Send, and then fucking ChatGPT shits out the fucking most generic, sloppy, loveless thing ever made.
What's crazy is like Disney themselves doesn't even have to sit their fat fucking fingers in front of a computer. They're literally like I said earlier, they're gonna spotlight fan generated
Yeah,
content.
they're gonna
So it's like
spotlight a bunch of
they're
fucking
gonna look
losers,
at
bro.
one piece of shit fan film that like that their 70, 80 year old like old ass eyes that are barely fucking working anymore are gonna look at it like, oh wow, this is like Hollywood. It's great. Like, why don't we just fucking do this for every movie, or just have this guy just fucking do it for
And
us,
and
and we
and
just
I
break the money.
I hate everybody, even like tech bros, like people I know who are like who like AI. They are always like, oh yeah, they understand that these fucking corpo suits ruin movies. Everyone knows it. The most fucking tech bro brain guy is like, yeah, everyone has the awareness that fucking studio heads just sit around and they fucking they make movies worse. So now the solution is like, give them all the power. Like, just let them
Yep.
do everything.
They're gonna
Uh
look at one chat forum where it's like some incels like, man, we have to do more of this. Guys, like, guys, we have to do this.
yep.
Like, we'll just generate this right now and put it on Disney Plus tomorrow.
It's so, and it was like, and for anyone who's like, oh, that's not gonna happen, like you're being unrealistic, it keeps getting closer. Anytime I see someone who's like, oh, that's not gonna happen, like that's like, oh, we're not gonna see a world where fucking Disney's fucking AI generating everybody's fucking slop. We're keep getting there. I'm never proven wrong. I'm always proven right. I've never once looked at the news and been like, oh wow, good news about AI. I've never once said that. It's always fucking getting worse and worse and worse. And fucking all anyone does, every time it gets worse, they would just sit there and like, oh, it's not going to get to that point, though. It's like the goalpost is just endlessly moving. It's like we're getting closer to the fucking end. And I'm supposed to sit here and be like, oh, we're not going to hit the end, though. Like, a magical wall is going to appear and stop the journey of AI out of nowhere at one point before we reach the inevitable end. The end that you see, we're never going to hit it. We're just magically going to stop for no reason. We're all going to sit here and tell them that it's okay and it's not a big deal. And they're, out of their great benevolence, are going to just choose to stop one day for no reason. I
Yep.
think that's, or like,
I
oh,
mean,
everyone's gonna gain morals now, and or every fucking something really bad is gonna happen. It's not gonna happen, bro. It's gonna suck. It's gonna just suck. It's never gonna get better.
like 3 or 4 years ago, like the AI just as a normal tool, like to look up something or to like ask it something, everyone's like, "Well, this will never be normal. Like this is like preposterous. There's no way like people are just gonna make it
Yep.
normal." Now, like
It's
anytime you search
evolving
up
so
anything on
quickly.
Google, it's a part of everyone's everyday life. You search
Yep.
up something on Google and pops up.
Yep.
Yeah, literally, I turned on my Xbox the other day. The first thing that pops up is the new AI Xbox help bot. I'm sure PlayStation has one hidden somewhere. I'm
I'm
sure
sure they'll drop it in a
it's
couple
all
days.
it's all hidden in like our livelihood somewhere, and it's completely normal.
No,
No one's
it's
questioning
it's
that part of AI anymore.
it is everywhere, and it's dystopian. I was watching.
Yeah, everyone's accepted it.
I've seen, dude. I've seen stuff like, and some of it on as whatever might not be that bad. Like I see like you turn on the news and I saw um some like Good Morning America or some shit, and they're like, oh, AI in your household, like how can it help you with your Christmas shopping this year? I'm like, that's like not a bad, that's not whatever, that's a fine use for AI, but I'm like, so weird, that's just like a casual part of our lives now. And then
It
I saw fucking Sam Altman on fucking Jimmy Fallon. He's like, yeah, I wouldn't know how to raise my kid without AI. I asked AI, when's my kid gonna stop dropping pizza on the floor and laughing? I'm like, what, you need to fucking raise your goddamn kid with fucking AI? With your fucking shitty Jack G feet fucking T? Goddamn, some other fucking program? I saw this creepy,
dude,
dude,
doing that.
creepy, dystopian ass ad, bro, where this fucking lady is like holding her baby and she's FaceTiming her fucking mom and it's like, come, mom, oh, tell my baby a bedtime story. Tell your granddaughter a bedtime story. Oh, mom, help our granddaughter out with this. The mom's fucking dead. She's talking to an AI generated ghost of her mom.
Yes, yes,
Fuck!
that shit's crazy.
That is out of cyberpunk, dude. And you know what else? This is an AI, but there's like some fucking company that's rolling out where you can bet on random like Kalshi's type bullshit, like predictive sports market betting, but you bet and like against your fucking debts. Like
What?
you use your debts as like the down payment, and it's like, oh, maybe I can pay my fucking house bill this month if I get this bill right, if I get this bet right, but if not, my fucking rent's gonna double. This, or it's crazy. It's so dystopian because people are so broke now. Everything's so bad. Like, well, people don't have money to give us, but maybe they'll put their debt as like a down payment. Like people are betting with money they already don't have. because people have money.
That's
It's
insane.
crazy. I'll say it's crazy. Just what a dystopian RoboCop ass world we live in. What a
Dude,
it's horrible.
I'm still on running strong. Never used ChatGPT. I don't have it installed anywhere. Never. I have no reason to ask it anything right now. I
Yeah.
like some guy on set the other day like asked ChatGPT like we were just talking about something. I forgot what it was. Oh, like in the state of Georgia, like is it illegal to do this thing or whatever? And he's like, oh yeah, let me ask ChatGPT. I was like, what? He asked ChatGPT and it talks like a normal human being.
No, it
Like it
does.
says so. It's so weird. That's I swear to God, that's the first time I've ever heard it talk.
No,
Ever.
it
I've
talks.
never heard.
It's weird. Here's what I'll say. I will say I think that there are some okay / ethical uses for AI. I'm not going to say what it is right now because I don't think that like my whole stance is fight back against everything. So how do I put it? I think that we need to publicly fight back. I obviously think there is a reasonable middle ground, but I can't give that to fucking OpenAI. I can't let them know where my reasonable middle ground is. They have to fucking fight me directly for every inch of it. I know that there's a reasonable middle ground, but they're not gonna know it. That's the only chip I have to play is fucking, and we have to do it as like a group. The whole world has to do, which I'm not going to. It's kind of fucking pointless to think about. But like for my own morals, I publicly, it's like you have to fight me to find out where fucking I'm willing to compromise at. I'm not going to share my compromises are. I do think there's ethical fucking whatever uses of AI. Sometimes like I have my day job as a fucking, I do manufacturing. I work with machinery and stuff. And sometimes, bro, shit at my job is not working. And it's difficult to get a straight answer off of Google. I've used AI to ask me a couple things about machinery, whatever. I think that's like fine. But
Yeah.
I think when it comes to art, it's like fight whatever. If you're fucking John fucking dude sitting at home and you're not trying to make a movie, you're not trying to whatever, and you're like, AI, what? I have this in my kitchen. What can I eat that will give me, not kill me? And they're like, oh, here, why don't you cook this up? They're like, little shit like that is fine. AI should be our
Yeah.
little fucking Jarvis at most, right? When it comes to the
A little
industry,
bitch.
yeah, it should be our little bitch. It should be your assistant, okay? It should be replacing anything. It should be my little bitch, right? Oh, little bitch, you're fucking you make my Googling easier, fucking dumbass.
Actually, the only time I actually do use AI, like, sparingly, it's the only one I have installed. I use the fucking Twitter one because it's the only one I have installed. It's just, and I literally use it like I'll text it once a month, like just asking like something about my cat, like can I do this with my cat, or am I worried about this with my cat? And it is helpful,
Yeah.
but like I said, like I try not to use it too much because I don't want to get sucked into the world of like
Yes,
because
do
like
not.
like the people I know on set use it every day.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's fucking insane.
Don't ask it for psychological advice, and don't have what am I thinking of? What was a certain someone we know doing with it? They were having like philosophical conversations
Relationship,
They're
relationship advice, philosophical, like
with AI. Don't do that. It's a fucking bot. Talk to a human being. Talk to your friends. That's what friends are for.
he's got that problem too.
That is true. But moving on. Sorry for the doom segment of this, but dude, Ben and Brandon were not here, so I doomed on AI. I doom on AI when they're around, but I went off the handle today. This is what they get for.
I mean, I'm fully with you
Yeah.
on it. I mean,
Yeah.
I work in the film.
Yeah.
I literally want to do things I'm not allowed to say
Yeah.
on podcast
Yeah.
about AI.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. I just. I think we've talked about this on the podcast before. I know I've talked about my own channel, but our film is doing its festival run right now. So we're working on stuff, and it's like, what a shitty world we might be leading into. Doom and
Yep.
doom, doom and doom. That's my only advice.
Like, yep.
We'll move on. We've covered a lot of the big stuff. I think that actually might be all that's worth talking about. I think we're at about an hour now, so.
Yeah, I feel like a little more. Game Awards took up a lot of the time for sure.
Yes.
But that was like the big thing.
Here's something I kind of want to talk about. I had no idea this was even coming out, but there is a spin-off to the Megan movies called Soulmate. and
What?
it was meant to release in theaters, I believe, but it was quietly sent to streaming, and it's going to be releasing next month. And there's been no marketing for it at all. Apparently, no.
I didn't know it existed
I
until
didn't
you
know
just
it
said it
existed
now.
at all. Crazy move. I think the first Megan is actually funny. Like, I went into that being like, oh, it's probably some stupid dog shit, or like it'll be like a stupid like dumb whatever movie. I watched it, I was like, this is funny, it made me laugh, I liked it. The second one, huge fucking miss.
That one is a stupid dog shit movie.
I'll put it more tactfully. No, they for some reason. So I don't know if you know, the first Megan is, whatever. I'm not gonna explain what the Megan movies are, but the second one, they were like, oh, let's do the Terminator thing. These movies are both kind of about AI and robots. So if the first one's a horror movie, let's lean into action for the second one and make an action movie. So Megan 2 is like this big action movie, and it does not work. And for when I saw it, I was like, this is why. I wanted to make a video about it, but I think I've too much time has passed, so let's talk about it here. The first Megan is popular. It made a fuck ton of money because Megan is like a sassy gay dude in his 30s trapped in like the body of a child, a little robot child. And that's funny. That movie was like a big hit with like the LGBT community. A lot of women liked that movie. It did not have like a huge male dude bro audience. So when you're going to make a sequel to that, I'm not sure why you would lean into action, because that's not the biggest audience for. The biggest audience for action movies is not the LGBT and women between the age of like 16 and 25. That's not who's packing the theaters with John Wick, right? So I felt like it was like, why would you want to alienate your audience by switching to a genre they generally don't watch that much? And if you're a dude who fucking likes John Wick, you're not going to go watch Megan 2.0. You didn't watch the first one. Also, if you're like, why do I want to watch a little girl doing backflips and shit in like a sparkly pink suit?
That's how I feel. I'm like, I don't give a shit about a fucking doll doing backflips and dancing.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, this is a movie. I'm like, who did you think was going to go to watch this? It's like, you pushed away your original audience, and you're not going to, I promise you're not going to draw in a new one with this. I don't know who it was for. So I just thought that was a weird move. I'm curious to see this spin-off. I'm assuming it's like a movie. I have no idea. Like I said, I think the first Megan is a funny movie. I enjoyed it. I had a good time with it. But with that, I think that wraps up the podcast. We're not doing the comic book club this week because waiting for Ben and Brandon. And when I found out they were going to be on, I didn't read the book. So,
when they fucking died.
Yeah, when they died, dude. When they fucking, I think Trump, as soon as we're done recording, is going to make a statement to the public about it.
No. I love Israel.
Yeah, they really got fucked. It's gonna be international headlines what happened to them. But anyways,
they got him.
That's gonna be it for this episode. This is our 10th episode. Huge milestone. Thanks everyone who's here. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And
Hell
goodbye.
yeah.